What's up, DTMB? Squid here, doing a commentary. Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. I know I've been kind of dormant, if you will, getting some stuff from Onan and other guys on here. You know, you guys want to watch them more anyways. But the big thing here is, I guess, just kind of give an update what's been going on the past, 2 months, it seems like, since I guess I did my last commentary, since I did the previous one. Sorry this is so long, I just felt like I had a lot to say. 20 minutes, yeah, it's a plunder match, no big deal. So yeah, we'll jump into a couple of things. Triple will be uploading a video here soon, and it's something that him and I did in response to the petition, which I have to personally say to y'all. I know it wasn't directly on my channel, or our channel, or DT, or whatever you want to call it. I understand that. I know it was on OMG and U3C and Triple's channel, but still, man, it's such an awesome thing. I think we're almost there. I haven't checked it since last Friday. Last Friday, I think it was 862. Or this a couple days ago, and it's just an awesome thing. I cannot thank you guys enough for going out of your way to make a big deal. Because at the end of the day, like you said, you know, Triple and I may have a different. Well, I shouldn't even say that. A more noticeable voice, maybe just more established voice. That's a better way to say it. But we may have that, but it doesn't mean that we're any more prominent than anybody else around us. You know, people, all of you guys chimed in and made your voice be heard in a lot of ways. You came on there and you did what you had to do, and made a difference. So it definitely helped. Sorry, I just messed with the input volume there for a second. It might have got a little loud, but I mean, overall, it's just an awesome experience. Because at the end of the day, you may have seen me allude to it on the Facebook and on the Naughty Dog forums. I can't exactly say what's going to happen. I can't exactly say what's in store. But I can tell you that it's all good. It's only good things. Everything that's coming out of all the stuff we've done, for the past 8 months is all going to be really positive, real straightforward, and it's going to be one of those things that's going to keep this game alive well into 2013. If you thought Uncharted was kind of slipping, well, you're wrong, because it's about to, in my mind, at least from the things that I've been told and the things I've seen and the things that I'm working on with some other people, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to get a lot bigger. It's going to be awesome. And like I said, we're setting a blueprint for other communities to follow. And we're setting a blueprint even for ourselves to say, hey, whenever the next game comes out, we'll be ready to go. And we'll have, you know, a more established setting of what we need to do. And a lot of these things that I've been barking for, specifically with community-wise, are actually going to come to fruition, hopefully soon. This takes time, you know, dealing with large entities, if you will, takes time. It takes time to do these things, but overall, it's going to be beneficial to everybody. It's going to be beneficial to every single person in this community, not just competitive players, not just casual players. I don't even like the word casual. I like the regulars, if you will. Excuse me. Jeez, the more regular ones. I don't know why I always yell when I'm doing this. I'm not even tired. It's like I talk too much. I don't talk too much, do I? If I laugh at what I say, then you obviously know that I must be full of it. But so that's pretty much the gist on that. Something I did want to ask specifically. Well, you know, I'll make that an individual commentary. I got a couple of commentaries I want to do. I know you guys will be like, "Oh, Squid, don't upload them all at once." Well, that's what I like to do, so you guys can watch them over time. I'm not worried about views and crap like that. So, like I was saying, I had a buddy of mine when I was part of Don't Revive Me, Bro. They did a little thing. It was kind of like an award show to, you know, kind of cap a year, if you will, or kind of cap off Bad Company 2. We're not capping off Uncharted 3, but we are, you know, quickly arriving towards its 1-year anniversary. So I propose that we do something a little fun, and we can incorporate this with all the major YouTube channels in terms of Uncharted, if you will, and we're going to call them the Golden Mustache Awards. And it's just going to be a little award where you get to vote for specific categories from the YouTube, I guess, community. So it'll be best montage. It'll be best commentary. Funniest moment in blah blah blah. Best scenario in this or that. And, you know, one of those things where you guys can just vote on different categories. In this video, post up some things that you would want to see, like a type of category you'd like to see. I got a couple in mind, based on what we did at DRMB. But, I mean, you guys are going to be the ones voting, so you guys got to decide which ones you want to do. So I think we'll stick with, like, we'll say 10 categories. We'll stick with 10. And we'll just make them up, and we'll, I don't know, we'll do something funny and goofy, and we'll get a bunch of people involved, you know, from different channels, and we'll get some people you may have never heard before. Some people that have channels, and maybe just do montages and stuff like that. You never know. But overall, I think it'd be a pretty exciting thing to do. We'll get some people to edit it. We'll just have some fun with it, and maybe we can get it up on UCTV. So we'll have a whole bunch of, you know, a whole bunch of different types of awards. We'll have, you know, Underdog Award. We'll have, you know, newcomer. You know, just stuff like that. Just to hit every type of genre within our community, so we can, you know, we can recognize everybody. Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean. Everybody within a category. So we'll make that fun. We'll make it entertaining and exciting. And, you know, it probably takes some time, but that's why I want to do it now, start talking about it now, so that we can have, I guess, the reveal, if you will, sometime around the original release of Uncharted 3. So that'll be fun. Maybe we can get some other people involved with it. You never know. Another thing, so this is the benefit for those who actually listen to the entire commentary and don't just skip through it. At the end of this commentary, I don't know when, but I got a couple of codes to give away. I got some PS Plus codes that last to the 15th of August that allow you to use it for 30 days. So you get to try it out, check it out, download some games, and enjoy that for what it is. So sometime within this, you know, I'm just going to pick, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pick four, because I have 4 of them, 4 random individuals that comment in this video. Whether it's for the Golden Mustache Awards, or whether it's what I'm about to talk about here in a second. You know, I'm just going to lump it all together. I got 20 minutes. I might as well do it. Just slam my hand out on the desk. I didn't mean to do that. Quite dumb of me. But, so just, you know, whether you comment on that kind of stuff, or you just have an intelligent comment, or, you know, something that works out, that's where I want to get it from. So it's an incentive for you to do that, and we'll make the best of the situation. So the next little topic that I have, if you will, speaking of which, I am so sorry that I have not done this yet, but I recently refound, if you will, the next community award. We did this back in like June, and I feel really bad. I couldn't find it. I've been switching stuff around on computers. I just got a new desktop. I didn't know what I did with it. I was a little worried, but I found it. Everything's good. I got the stuff, so expect that here in the next couple of days. I'll upload that. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but jump on that and get ready for the next one. And I'm not going to tell you who that is either. So the next one will be here pretty soon. So August is going to be a pretty busy month for me, but we'll get it done. But the next topic is something that I've alluded to quite a few times, but I'm dead serious about it this time. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to mold DTMB into a place that doesn't have to be exclusive to one thing. I don't want it to be limited to just Uncharted content, because after all, that's going to get boring. You know, you get tired of watching the same stuff. I'm not going to be doing constant, you know, that's why I haven't done shoutcasting in a while. You know, just after a while, you do it so much, you're like, you know, let's take a break. Let's do something else. Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I want to be wanting to play here soon. And I think you guys come here for our personalities. I think you come here because, you know, Onan, in his quirky little, you know, information way, explains things to you. And, you know, when Lois will be back, don't worry, he's just really busy. You know, Lois has his, you know, really, I don't want to use the word snarky, but his really smart mouth type of you know, response, commentary, stuff like that. Just get a little bit more loose, you know. We're coming down to a point where, like, what's done is done. You know, we've already kind of hit all the major points in these past 8 or 9 months, or however long it's been. So I think after a while you're just like, you know what, it's time to do something else. So Uncharted 3 will always be the main hub of this channel. It'll always be the purpose of this channel. So when anything major happens, or we feel like talking about things, the podcast, because that's going to be, I'll explain that in a minute, but, you know, pretty much stuff like that. So I'm going to leave that up to you again. I'm going to put up like a little poll in there. I'll put games that I have. And games that I plan to get here in the next month or two. And you guys just say, hey, I want to see this. You know, I want to see this game. I want to see you do this. Tell me about this. Because I play this game too. I want to see what you do. But like I said, I'm not worried about views. At the end of the day, you guys come here. Or at least I hope you come here because, you know, you think I'm entertaining or you think somebody's entertaining or something. But I'm not going to limit my guys to do specifics, you know. So let's say, you know, I'm going to do it right now. You know, I'm gonna get on this little survey site and we'll make a little poll. And you just tell me what you want to do. What we play, and, you know, all kinds of different things. And we could do it in, you know, serious fashion, or I could just be a total goof. It doesn't matter. And there's actually sides. If you go and watch some of the Battlefield videos I did in the past with the community members, you'll see sides of me that I've never done on Uncharted. So maybe I'll link those up sometime. Maybe you guys can go check them out. I act like a total goof in some of them. But I haven't done that in a while. It's kind of cathartic, if you will. So I'll eventually get back to that. But I'll make this little survey. You guys say what you want me to play. And we'll do the same thing, you know, each of the guys can come on, like, let's say, it's not just for me, really. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if you guys say, hey, we want to see Battlefield 3 videos, that doesn't mean I can only do it. It means everybody can. So, in a sense, you're kind of answering that for everyone. Anybody that's on here. And I might be adding a couple more people here in the near future, if you will. Just to add up, because at the end of the day, Don't Tommy Bro is a community. I think it is, because people always ask me, hey, can I be part of your clan? Hey, can I wear your clan tag? I'm like, well, we're not a clan. That's not what we are. We're a community. We're a group of people who, you know, kind of represent a broad range of individuals. And that's what it comes down to. So that's what I want to stick with. I might be adding a couple of people who don't do Uncharted content, just so you can get other things on here. Because in the day, I think we should just try to make a network out of it. Make a network of Don't Taunt Me Bro. Or just the don't whatever bros, you know? Some guy asked me the other day, he was like, hey, I want to kind of revitalize the Killzone or SOCOM communities. He's like, can I make a channel like yours? I'm like, I don't own it. I don't own the name. You know, at the end of the day, like, somebody can make a Don't Taunt Me Bro, faux Don't Taunt Me Bro YouTube channel. But, I mean, who am I to say they can't do that? And it's not my job. But, and he was like, I want to call it Don't Snipe Me Bro. I'm like, awesome. That's cool. Maybe we can make a whole network of just Don't Blank Me Bro. That'd probably be taken the wrong way. But anyways, the big thing is just kind of giving that kind of stuff. Kind of making it exciting and entertaining. But no matter what happens, end of the day, Uncharted will always be the single most important content on here. And The Last of Us when that comes around. Like I had mentioned before, when that drops, we'll make a conscious effort on that, and we'll do what we can to make it a big deal. So at the end of the day, that's pretty much the gist of, I guess, that discussion, that conversation. I have a couple of things that I'm eventually going to do. I got a buttload of videos that I've saved up, and I'm going to use every single one of them for something. I'm not going to be specific. I mean, I'm not going to follow a path, because that's why I started this channel in the first place, is just to do what I do. Some of them might be goofy commentaries. I do have a couple of specific matches that I want to use for, I guess, training purposes. I want to say, hey, this is how I play, and this is how I do these things. Triple and I are going to start, I don't know how consistent the series will be, but we're going to start up a little series that teaches people how to play competitively. Triple and I have a long... Well, combined, we have a very long history of competitive gaming, so that'll definitely help, you know, how we project that. So we're going to start up a little series. I don't know exactly when it'll start, but we've talked about it a couple times. We kind of set up a little preliminary design for it, but so you can expect that. Speaking of him, podcast will be coming back. We have a pretty cool guest, somebody that's not directly in relation to what you guys are used to, but somebody who is definitely involved in the Uncharted community. I almost kind of gave a hint, but I'm not going to do it. Let's say she is very important. She's done a lot of things, and she's really helped out a lot of people. So we're going to have her on the next podcast. Don't know who, But that should be coming up here the next couple of weeks that we're going to record. Triple will be going back to his editing duties, so you guys can enjoy the more glorious, glamorous sides of our community. So you can definitely expect that and enjoy those things. So the podcast will be coming up soon, so you can enjoy that. What else? What else are we going to have going on here? For the most part, I would want to say that... man, I kind of lost my train of thought. Podcast, yeah, so that's going on. I will be going to PAX. I can't say why I'm going to PAX. I'm going for PAX for a reason. It's not directly related to this community, but it's kind of related to why I want to change things up and do some other things, maybe. But so that's coming up soon. That'll be exciting. Can't really say anything else about that right now. Well, once we get closer, I'll start. I'll allude to more things that I'll be doing. But right now I can't. Frag Nation Tournament, the World Tournament, the Steel Series Tournament, starts on Saturday. And the season ends this week. We'll be setting up all the brackets and everything, getting it ready. Actually, tomorrow. So we'll be setting that up tomorrow, getting that ready to go. I think I'm going to end it tomorrow morning around, like American morning time, if you will. And so you might be watching this by the time you watch this, I might have already ended it. But at the end of this week, on Saturday the 11th, let me make sure that is a Saturday, right? Yes, Saturday the 11th will be the first day of the tournament, and it should run for about a month, a little over a month. We'll be doing matches every Saturday, sometimes Sunday if we can, but mostly Saturdays. They'll be pre-scheduled, and specific teams will play at specific times, so we can just accommodate to the massive number of 64. But I'll be honest, like you gotta understand, like the first round, there'll be some forfeits and no-shows, but that's just how it happens. Especially, if your team having to play OMG in the first round, it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna disappear and not show up, and that's just gonna happen. Or maybe they just don't know. End of the day, we got a lot of stuff going on. Season 3 will continue while that's going on, because we'll be setting up a brand new ladder for Season 4. Because if you kind of follow that stuff, there were some glitches in the middle of Season 3 that kind of messed up the point systems, and we had a lot of problems with the match finder and other things. So we're going to be setting up a whole new ladder, starting from scratch. We're going to rework a lot of the rules. We're going to rework a lot of things while that's going on. So when the tournament ends, we'll have a brand new season to start, and everybody can start fresh. Because I think it's only fair to let everybody do that, especially if you're in a tournament and you're trying to prepare for the team you're playing. Because this is for a lot of stuff. This is for a lot of marbles, especially since a lot of... Man, I want to talk about a lot of things, but I really can't. But whether it's related to Frag Nation or whether it's related to the what we've done in the community and the petition and stuff like that. But end of the day, gotta keep your mouth shut. Gotta keep going. But I'm gonna kind of end this here. You guys got a couple minutes left of this match. You guys can check it out. I think this might have been one of the matches where I could not find a plunder match with DLC, so I turned it off. So I wasn't trying to play it as noobs, and I believe that I was trying to get triple threats for Weapon Expert at the time. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not the best player. Never gonna claim to be that. So I'm just being a guy who's playing the game. I don't remember who I'm playing with. I'm recording this, and I'm not actually watching the gameplay. I pre-recorded it a while back, but I just had a bunch of plunder matches I wanted to use. So at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed the little conversation we had here. Like I said, I will be picking a couple of people to give those PSN or PlayStation Plus little codes to give away to. So pay attention, keep up. Got a couple of things coming here this week because my new computer can upload or can render so stinking fast now. It's beautiful. But in the day, this is Squid. Thanks for stopping by DTMB. Peace.
Heroes win.